wonderful, wonderful. All right.
Thank you, Queen Kanla. Thank you, thank you, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Is it not a bright sunny day?
Yes,
So
it
I hope
is.
I'm not blinding anybody's eye with my bright sunny day mood.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, she does,
Well,
doesn't she?
today is another day.
Mm-hmm.
And before we play our signature tune, I always want to appreciate people, but we take it for granted, right? Because people are always there, they always show up for you. We get too complacent sometimes. And I think I'm talking to myself as well. So I just want to, I know Dr. Dale doesn't like me to be appreciating me all the time. I will do that.
Yeah.
For how many years to make sure that our YouTube audience, if they cannot join immediately, they'll have the content to watch afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. This is unusual, but I'm going to do this today before I move to our topic today. As we all know, one of our Queen sister and leader on this platform wrote a book, and we had the Kindle version in Amazon, but this is not a platform to advertise. But if you have somebody in the leaders group that has done something that you have to appreciate, I would like us to always share it, because I think this book can help you. This platform is a platform that we're very concerned about the mindset. They will say that we have to work on the mind, right? I don't want to say as Dr. Derry will say it. So whatever book Queen Miriam wrote, for me, is still very important concerning the mindset. The book title is The Heart of a Servant. The Heart of a Servant, Nurturing Yourself while Caring for Others, using the ALT, it's an acronym framework. I bet if you get the book, you read it, you'll get what it is. Please support our own. Pick that book for yourself. It will help you grow your mind as well, and also support our star. We have the paperback version is out, and there's also a Kindle version. So I didn't want to forget. That's what I did. Last week I was going to say that, and I forget. That's what I did. There, but I forgot. Do this before we start. So support our queen, which is the lovely better half of our own King Dr. Derek Clark. Unpassing was not only started as a business venture, it became a family. That's why we're still here running this program, because we became a family that like to come together, chat, share knowledge with each other. That's what we're doing now. And it also what had some romantic story. So we are very happy that Dream Team platform had some few marriages that came out. So congratulations, Dream Team. We are a family. We continue to thrive as a family. So please reach out. I don't know whether if there's only another place that they can get the book. Hopefully, Dr. D or Queen Miriam. I know Dr. D is very busy on Sundays, so he's here. But please, if you don't see him, don't spread any rumors. We are together. We have not gone anywhere. If there's time and they're around, they can chip in and tell us where we can get that book. So that will be after the end of the program. But I wanted to put that out there. So without wasting your time, I know our time is valuable. I will ask our King, Dr. Derek, to play our signature tune. Look, you ask, why do you mostly play the song? It is relevant in life. If you're going into anything in life and you're not going there to win, do not go. So, Dr. D, can you play our signature song? Thank you. In it to win it.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, in it to win it. I don't know whether people could see me. I was really like shaking it. In it to win it. Hey, please. I don't want to scare everybody, but life is too short, people. Let's find a way to be happy as much as we can. I'm checking. Okay. And okay. Let's find a way to be happy as much as we can in life. Because, when I start looking at, I know this is not a church sermon, but I just want to say this before we start. When I started looking at the scripture deeply, sometimes I started realizing that God knew that in sometimes we'll be in our lows, and sometimes we'll be in our high. He knew that it was not going to be smooth sailing. Oh, I didn't change my background, sorry about that. That's why he said, bring your anxiety onto me. Bring your burden onto me. In everything, seek me first. Because he didn't want us to carry it. So why carry what is not yours? Do not carry what is not yours. Send it back to the Almighty God, your Father, that is willing to take it for you. He sent his son to mimic that. He carried a cross. He took the crown of thorn. He was nailed on the cross. He bled for us. So why carry it? Anyway, I'm not the motivated speaker tonight. So let me stop. Let me zip my mouth. I told you, Queen Kanla and all the moderators, don't put Dr. Patient to talk. I start talking rubbish. I know you didn't come to see me today.
It's not rubbish at all. It's not
beautiful
rubbish.
moderator today. Queen Sister Kanla. Can you take it over?
Okay. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Pat. Can we ask our King brother Onye Jua, please, can you mute from your end? Yes, you can have your video on, but please mute. Let us try it so that everyone else can be able to follow through the presentation. So, family, happy Sunday and welcome to our Dream Team webinar today. I missed you all. Oh my gosh, I wasn't there last week, but I know it was a very wonderful webinar, and it's always good when you are away and you come back. So for our family that has joined after we extended pleasantries at the beginning, I say Queen Janet, Judith, and then our King brother. All you're welcome. We just want to acknowledge, and also Queen Priska. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all. For those on YouTube, we are not forgetting you. We know that you're there. You're cherished. You're loved. Welcome as well, as always, to the Dream Team webinar. Yes, 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 everyone. We are family. So today is going to be another day for the Dream Team, and we have already finished with our signature tune anthem to begin our webinar. So we are about to get into the mindset, and of course, we can see our lovely sister already ready to give us our mindset. But before we do that, please permit me, I just want to give us some in-house information that it looks like we are about to have, or let me say, unfortunately, we have our guest presenter for today just email message me that there is an emergency. So we may not be having the topic of today, but guess what? We will do what Dream Team always does. We have so much in our portfolio that we are going to have something to talk about. So we are going to be having a conversation that is more to be like a kitchen table. build from our mindset and expand on all the other conversations that we've had, and especially that from last week, which I missed. And so please be ready, hold your mouse, get your pens and papers. If you have questions, we all go for it and we have a conversation like a family. So without much further ado, thank you so much. And now over to you, Queen Yvonne.
Thank you, Queen Kanla. And as always, we want to thank God just for bringing us back together again, thanking Him for His provision and protection for us in the past week, and trusting Him to keep on doing that. We don't take it for granted, but we know that He answers our prayers. And I was smiling a bit. It's not funny, but I was smiling a bit when I was listening to Dr. Patience talking about life not always being smooth, right? Because that is definitely a truth. So this talk I'm talking about, it's the Joseph principle, and it's called Reclaiming Purpose from Pain. Like, none of us want to hear about pain and suffering, but it's part of life, isn't it? As adults or even as children. So when we are suffering and in pain, there's a question we almost always ask. We ask, why is this happening to me? Because truly, if you're alive, you have suffered something, whether it's self-inflicted or somebody else, or just the world. Maybe it was a broken heart, a financial betrayal, a medical diagnosis, or just the heavy exhaustion of living in a world driven by human greed, right? And when that pain hits, our default question is almost always why? Or some even ask God, why did you do this to me? Because there are people who do believe that God does those things. The reality check, however, is this. Today, I want us to challenge that question, because the truth is, God did cause your heartbreak. Because if we say God is good and good all the time, we can't have both ways, right? We live in a fractured, fallen world where human beings have free will. And when people choose greed and selfishness, innocent people get hurt. God allows their choices, but He does not author the evil. God did not cause the chaos or the confusion or the corruption that we are currently experiencing as we make our life journey here on earth. That was never His intention. He created a perfect world where He walked and talked with humans, Adam and Eve, all day, all night, whenever He felt like. So, but here is the anchor for your mind today. God never wastes what He allows. He may allow the pain, but He repurposes it for two things, for His glory and our character building. So the anchor, we shift from why to what. So this is the mental trap we find ourselves in, and we have to get unstuck. When we stay stuck in why God, why did you let this happen? We unconsciously slip into a victim mindset, which is not what we want. Not here on this platform or anywhere that it will do us any good. We get bitter when we do that. And we feel abandoned, and bitterness doesn't fix the pain. It just paralyzes us as we sit in it. So we need a mindset pivot, PIVOT. So I have the acronym, it's a short one. To build a resilient and positive mindset, we have to pivot from the why me to what now. To do that, we need a pivot of our own. And I'm not saying this is easy, and I'm including everybody, myself, we all have to do this. The P is for to pause the performance. Stop asking why, and allow yourself to observe the situation calmly as it actually is, not just how it hurts. And I know that sounds easier than said than done. I'm claiming that, I'm agreeing with that. But remember that scripture tells us that we can do all things through Christ, who is our strength, and He's always with us. The I in the word pivot is to inspect the intent. Recognize that while human choices or broken systems may intend harm, God's intent for us is entirely different. And the V in the word is to validate the value. Remember that fire isn't there to destroy you, but to burn away the impurities or the detritus. so your true value can shine through. When gold is put into the furnace or the fire, it's not to destroy it, it's to do exactly that. Burn away the impurities. And the O in the word, own a what now. Shift our language from a place of helplessness to active, resilient growth. And the T, trust the craftsman, the divine craftsman. Surrender the final outcome, knowing your pain is being actively repurposed into maturity for your glory to God. It's maturity for you and glory to God. So we need a new prayer. I want to encourage us to change the syntax of our prayers, to stop asking God, why did you let them hurt me? And start asking God, since this has happened, what are you building in me? What are you stripping away that I didn't need? How are you forming my character now? What do you want me to learn from this? In Matthew 7, verse 7, it says, ask and it will be given, seek and you will find, knock on the door will be opened. So here's the proof. And this is where I come to the Joseph principle. The story, there's a young man in the Bible named Joseph. His own brothers hated him, sold him into slavery, and he ended up forgotten in a dungeon for years because of other people's greed and envy and lies. God allowed it for 13 years. God let it happen. 13 years of silence. Joseph didn't get an overnight fix. He had to traverse the meantime, but he used that time to build a redeemed mindset. He grew and matured with God's help because God was with him. That's what the book says. The turning point. Years later, when Joseph was ruling Egypt and faced the very brothers who ruined his life, he didn't have an ounce of bitterness. Why? Because he understood that observation yields discernment, and discernment yields peace, the peace that only God can give. It says the peace that passes all human understanding. The anchor verse, he looked at them and he said, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for my good. Genesis 50:20 says that. Write that down on our hearts today, people. Systems or circumstances might intend to break you, but the moment it passes through God's hands, he completely flips that script. He takes that malice and turns it into your maturity, increasing your capacity to serve others and yourself. The landing, you're not alone. The ultimate comfort. If you feel lonely in your suffering, remember this. We do not serve a distant God who watches our pain from a safe distance. He came down and stepped right into that with us. We serve a Savior, Jesus the Christ, who walked into this fallen world and took the absolute worst of human greed and injustice and physical torture upon himself. He suffered with us so he could redeem everything in us and so he could identify with our pain as well. Your current season of suffering is not the final chapter of your life. It is the canvas where God is painting his strength. And so, as we close this stream, I want to give us a point of personal accountability, not just for boosting the stream or to play into the algorithm, but as a marker for ourselves. Drop one word in your heart or write it wherever you want to. It's the word that says surrender. Take that thing that is hurting you right now and stop fighting the reality of it and hand it to the divine craftsman, our God and Creator, our Lord Jesus Christ. Let him turn your pain into purpose. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again. Thank you, everyone. That's it, Queen Kanla and Dr. Patience. Thank you.
All right. I'm trying to speak while muted. Sorry about that.
So you're muted. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Queen Yvonne. Oh my
You are
goodness.
welcome. You are welcome.
I think I am not going to try to analyze, but let us just take a minute and take that in. Everything that Queen Yvonne has shared with us, it is so relatable. And give ourselves 1 or 2 seconds so that we can be able to share what that meant to each one of us here present. Who wants to begin?
Doesn't know what to say.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. We are ready.
Not that I have anything to say. It was just should I call it the title of the mindset?
Yeah.
If you go to a mindset and hear somebody reclaiming your pain, like
Purpose from pain, though. It's purpose from pain.
focus on pain, right? It's like,
Yes.
right. But anyway, the truth of the matter is that that's a very important topic.
Yes.
Because if we don't, I went to one sermon. There, when the pastor started, I was like, "What is this guy going?" But towards the end, I understood where he was going.
Yes, yes.
When God allows pain in your life sometime, you should ask yourself, what lesson does he want me to learn?
Of course.
And sometimes we don't do that, right? We only focus on the pain instead of what is the purpose. So when you start saying, I was just like, wow, this is deep. This is deep, right? And as I said, this is not a church sermon, but for me, I'm not talking about you. There's one book that is the truth, right? For me. And we remember when Paul and Bartimaeus, they had a discord about Mark, their brother. They split in an amicable way, right? So, okay, I'll take Mark and I go, and Paul takes Silas and they go. They didn't take it to grief and vengeance, but they all continued doing the work of the Lord, right? The purpose of pain. It may be that it might be the time for you to split from your loved one. Split in the sense that you might have different purposes at that time, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying, that we human beings are funny, especially people with dominating spirit. Sometimes we might think our way or no way. But instead of recognizing the fact that they put yourself in pain, right? I'm just trying to see whether maybe I'm off topic, Sister One. Instead of recognizing the fact that maybe this at this junction, instead of you staying in what we call pain, I'm putting in quotes, right? Because sometimes it's passiveness. Why don't you look at the purpose and say, okay, maybe now is the time for my sister and I or my brother and I to go to different direction because God is calling us in different directions.
Yes.
And that's why I said that we are one body, different parts, and each part has its function. They narrow it down to you as a human being. Can the eye do the job of an ear?
No.
Can the ear do the job of a mouth? No. They need all of them.
Yes.
No one is least. So let's not dwell and stay in a painful situation. That's what I'm getting, Sister Yvonne. That's my own
message.
But look at what is the purpose, what can we learn, and how can we use it to empower ourselves, enrich ourselves, empower our community.
Thank you, Sister.
Some people share their story, how their story was and how they ended to empower others. That's how I look at it.
Yes.
So when you see sometimes somebody write a book of their life, if anybody remember a long time ago, there was this movie. It's a true story based on one young lady. Anyway, she's not that young. Life. I think the title was "Homeless to Harvard." Anybody watch that? It's an old movie. Homeless
to Harvard.
Harvard is one of the top Ivy League university in this country.
Yes.
If you've never watched that movie, and you've heard Sister Yvonne's topic today and say purpose of pain, and you're asking, what do you mean? Why would pain has a purpose? Right? Please, I don't know. I'll check. Maybe all movies they tend to just drop it in a different platform. Homeless
To Harvard.
Harvard.
Thank
Watch
you.
that little girl story. I think they interview her at the end. And this is a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want, and it's in YouTube. Good. So it's free.
Oh, that's
Somebody has
nice.
put in YouTube, Homeless to Harvard. The
Homeless
Liz,
to Harvard.
Liz Maury story. That's the young lady's,
Oh,
young Liz Maury story. Please read,
yes. Yes.
research it, and I'll keep it at that. That's homework if you really want
Mm-hmm.
to grow.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
follow that, I have to remind my kids to watch that again.
Yeah.
That young child's story, which was a young girl when this happened to her,
Mm-hmm.
then you will not dwell in pain. You ask yourself, what is the purpose of this? And you'll be
Yeah.
elevated from it.
Yes, sister.
Thank you, Sister
Yes.
Yvonne. I'm just going to shut my mouth there because if I continue, I might start saying nonsense. Over to
No,
you.
you got it, sister. You got it. That's it. That's the
Over to you,
intention.
Bella. Homeless to Harvard. Please, if you've never watched that movie or if you've not read
Yes.
about
I'm definitely going to watch
Liz
it.
Maury
Yes.
story,
Yes. Yes.
read it. True
Yes. I will.
story. Okay.
Yes. I love those true stories. Thank you, sister.
Oh wow. That is really an inspiring story. Yes, I did hear about that, and I had not taken the time to watch that movie or read about the story. But doesn't that sound deja vu to us who are here? I mean,
Mhm.
from we know someone who knows someone
Mhm.
who has this story.
Sure. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
sometimes we forget until we are reminded of it.
Mhm. Yes.
And
And
so,
the,
yes,
the truth is, Queen Kanla, homeless is a metaphor, right? Everybody has had that metaphor situation, that aloneness, that wandering, that not having what you think you need, right?
correct, correct,
So we all are starting from somewhere. And as I said, though, God does not cause this pain. He doesn't bring it upon you. He doesn't say, I'm going to zap this. But he doesn't waste anything. And that's what's so good. He's always there for us. One of my favorite things is when it says, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. You're walking through it, right? You're not staying there. So it's the same message for us. He doesn't say you park yourself there. He says, I'm walking through it with you. It's not easy, but if we remember that, especially as believers, if we say that we know that we have a God who is not distant, as a matter of fact, he lives inside us as the Holy Spirit. So
correct.
our job is this leaning on him, right? For that
Yes,
wisdom, for that discernment, knowing, as Sister Lerato always says, we're not coming from to victory. We're not going towards victory. We're coming from, it's already been done,
yes,
right? Christ has done it all. He came and he did it all. So we have to know that we have that source living inside of us. It is not easy, I'm saying. You have to keep your
correct,
eyes on the source. So
correct.
yeah, we all starting from something that we don't have or something that has happened to us. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
And you use the word why, and
Yeah.
that is our limitation, because
Mm-hmm.
we tend to dwell more on the why.
Why?
So
Yeah.
let me go back and use the example that our Queen
Yeah.
Dr. Pat used of the homelessness. So
Right.
imagine if the narrator or the lady kept asking why, and not rise beyond the why,
Mm-hmm.
would the storyline would have been from homelessness to Harvard?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It
don't think
wouldn't.
so,
It doesn't.
because the tendency is we tend to dwell on why, and we want to pick every reason why it happened, and then we forget to rise again,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
we forget to seek that discernment which you talked about,
Yeah.
and we forget to ask ourselves, what do I need to do, which is one of the questions you ask.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have to do? Which means you are calling on God and calling on self and asking what is going to be the next step so I can make this purposeful
Exactly.
and move on to the next step.
Yes. 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 Absolutely. Thank you, Queen
Correct.
Kanla.
Yes, so that is what I got from it. And as a reminder, if we are able, let us also, we can refresh our mind with the poem from Maya Angelou, Still I
Mm.
Rise.
Yes, yes, yes,
Still I rise. She
yes.
says, whether you put me down with your words or with it's physical, all the different tools that we may use and that may befall us, come across us, but yet what do?
Sure, sure, sure.
You rise.
Yes,
We
because
make
she
an
too,
effort to rise.
absolutely, she too is admitting that we live in a fallen world, and that's the issue, right?
Correct.
These things will come. They will come to all of us, believers, non-believers, rich, poor, old, young. They will come to people because we are fallen from grace
Correct.
unless
Yes.
we turn around. As I said, God made his perfect world where all we had to do, the first humans, was walk and talk with him and say, look, that beautiful new tree, that beautiful this. They were fed and they didn't have to worry about clothes, no changing seasons, and yet this is where we are today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow.
Mhm.
That is just so profound. Thank you again, Queen Yvonne.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's see. All right. To other leaders, I think I am if you see me looking away on my phone is because I'm in communication with our guest presenter, Pastor Paul. I think I had made mention that he had an emergency, but he is trying to
You
at
did.
least come in and say hi to us briefly.
Mhm.
Then we can proceed. So while we are rounding up with our reflection, if you see me looking away, that is what I am trying to coordinate on the back end. So, but
Thank
I will open up to the next guest or our next leader who has anything to contribute to our mindset for today before we go on to our discussion for today.
Nobody has anything to share?
you. Mhm, 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 mhm.
Anyway, uh, Queen One, this is a topic that I think most of us should really reflect on.
Mhm.
There's
It
one
is.
song, "Try a Little Kindness." I don't know what the artist. I have to find it. The name. I don't want to give the wrong name. Most of
Try
you might.
little kindness in the
Most of you might know the song.
Mhm.
But there's a part in that song. They said, I don't want to sing, but it was almost like if you're helping your sister or brother, it does not even matter whether they are the one that caused their predicament.
Mhm.
I don't want YouTube to block us. We could have played that song.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe, maybe when we go up on YouTube, we can play that song.
Mm-hmm.
Try a little kindness. I was
I think it's
going through.
is it the one by Glenn Campbell?
I think that's the name, Sister Yvonne.
Yep. It
I was
sounds
going
like
through. I was going through a challenge sometimes, and I
Mhm.
realized I was getting so mad because I was like, why is this person not seeing that what they are doing is what is causing their pain? And now I have to be here to help elevate that pain. Why are you not seeing that you're the one? And
Mhm.
God led me to that song.
Oh
I think
wow.
for 1 or 2 weeks, I would just play that song back to back.
Mm.
And that was what that kind of healed me. Because they just a point in that song. When we stop YouTube, I think we should play that so I can tell you guys what I'm talking about.
What you mean?
So
Yeah.
if you see your sister or your brother on the road, it really doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if they cause it, try a little kindness.
Yes.
So basically, if I see any of you on the roadside or somewhere struggling, and I believe that you might be the cause of what is happening to you. I should first try to show you kindness, and hopefully you can see that in dire pain there's purpose and get out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This topic is,
Yes.
if we really want to be true to ourselves, this is very difficult.
Correct.
It's a
Correct.
challenge. Since I won't come with this, I'll call it. I don't want to call it short because it's not short. She puts a lot of time to summarize it. She summarized it, but that thing you can make a whole series in each of her topics.
You're
You
serious.
want to deep dive on it, you can make a
Yes,
whole
yes.
series.
You're right.
That's
You can.
it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the
Because
real.
it's not a popular topic, sister, because
Yeah.
really we'd rather avoid that. But the thing is, truthfully, as adults, and as I said, even as children, we go through pain because this world is broken. Somebody's going to hurt you with something, either through a mission or commission or whatever it is, you are going to be hurt, and probably more than once. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's self-inflicted because we don't turn to the divine creator and ask him his opinion. So it's all kinds of ways that our trauma and hurt can be inflicted on us. But it doesn't matter. We feel it the same way because we're human beings, and he gave us emotions. So we feel the pain. And
Yes.
the song says, what does it say? What does it say? It says, then you'll overlook the blindness of the narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street.
Strict.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's so.
you know,
Yep.
Jesus.
these songs, even though it's very catchy tune and everything, but they don't say we're not going to encounter those kinds of things. It's not like looking through rose-colored glasses. Real people speak about the real things that happen in this real world. The world is nice, but it can also be not so nice, depending on what season of life you're in. But again, we have to lean, is the song, leaning on the everlasting arms of God. We're forced, and we have the privilege of leaning on him because he's our everything. He really and truly is. So yeah. Pain will come. It will. If you live any kind of time. But guess what? He's already has a solution for that. Go to him. Ask, seek, knock. All those Bible verses tell you what the formula is, what the steps are to take.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree. I agree with that. So thank you once again, Queen Yvonne, for bringing that wonderful mindset to us.
And
Oh my
I want
gosh.
to, Queen Kanla, I don't know what you've concluded with Pastor Paul.
Yes,
I
yes.
know you're
I
working
just
behind the scene to see whether he can come in from his emergency. But I want to see if we are paying attention. I'm not saying that I'm paying attention all the time. Please, I'm not holier than thou. I see Pastor Paul is coming. But what I'm saying is,
yes.
if you're paying attention,
Yeah.
the purpose of our pain,
Yes.
link it back to the topic that Sister Yvonne brought about taking the clutter out of your mind.
Oh, yes.
You know why sometimes we not see the purpose of the pain because our mind could be cluttered.
Yes. True.
I see Pastor Paul just jumped in, so Queen Kanla,
Yes. Hi, Pastor Paul.
is
Welcome.
it on the road? Just want to say something, or is it?
Yeah.
He was
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening, my people.
Good evening.
Good evening, Pastor Paul.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine.
Yes, we can hear
yes.
you.
We can hear
Oh,
you.
all right. I'm very, very sorry. I had an emergency after the service, and I have to travel as far as two different cities. And I doesn't want to, since there is nobody to stand in for me. I try as much as possible to dodge somewhere, anywhere, to answer my name. So, and I was just telling Sister Kanla now that okay, let me look for a place so that I can at least let people know that I did not take anybody for granted. So I don't know whether if I have the time to summarize or to say something at all, so that I can make my full presentation the next time.
Then, Pastor Paul, I just want to say we really appreciate you trying to at least stop on the road somewhere to greet us. We will say that we will wait for you to come another day because we would like you to give us your full presentation. So,
Okay.
all these things we are learning. Thanks for greeting us and making sure that we know that you are here and it's just a circumstance in life happen. And that's a good thing with this team, right?
Correct.
With this community, this family. You see, he has stopped somewhere that he can start and just to say, I am alive. Thank God for Johnny Mercy wherever you're going. I am here. I'm somewhere that I cannot do my full presentation, but I want to let you know that I am here. So, Pastor Paul, we know you're somewhere that you cannot do a full presentation. So today we might just do there's a lot to discuss and wait for you to come back in the next section after Father's Day. But next week is Father's Day. We're not going to have any meeting. Dream Team decided, it was this last year or this year, that we were going to start promoting family, because we have extended family out of this our family, right? Family values as well. Because we're having fathers will be here with us and their children will like, oh, what's up? We're having mothers sitting here with us and their children, oh. So we said, okay, enough is enough. Let us, this internal family, not be selfish. Let leave our father, our mother, our baby, anybody that's celebrating something dear in their heart to meet their other extended family. So next week there'll be no meeting because it's Father Day. I don't know, it's across the world. Let all the fathers in the house will say Happy Father's Day. Spend some time with your children, adopted children, community children, anybody you see dear to your house as children. Spend some time with them. And Pastor Paul, we might work with Queen Kanla and we'll reschedule you. We understand emergency happen in life. But let's say the only constant thing in life is change. And we appreciate that you have come in to let us know. Thank you, my brother. If you want to just share anything with us, you can do that, and then we'll see you next time for your full presentation. Over to you, Pastor Paul, if you have any more to share, but if you're somewhere that you have to go, we understand. Thank you.
All right. Let me just prepare our mind around what we were supposed to talk about today, and so that in the next session, I will be able to show us the diagrammatic representation and the sharing of screen. We have been talking about the new factors of production and the endless opportunity, you and the boundless opportunities. There is no way, the only one way to go on the journey of financial freedom now is to tap into these new factors of production. Because the old factors that is gradually coming to pass behind us, irrespective of our view, whether you like it or not, because the little that we are having now cannot even take care of the population, especially we are in the growing populations of the third world nations. There is no government that can come from the brute and make jobs available 100% for the teeming population. So the only way that we can, and the responsibility is not reduced in either, and again the purchasing power kept going down every day. So if you look at the way things are currently, there is no advantage on any side. Even those that are employed, they are busy looking for something else because their take home cannot actually take them home. You can imagine somebody working 9 to 5 in the last 10 years is collecting the same amount of money that he's collecting now after 10 years. Why? The cost of living is almost times 10 of what it was in that last 10 years. So when you see that person crying, lamenting, the person cannot take care of his or her immediate family. Some persons that are still looking for something, majority that don't even have anything at all, they will be thinking that that person is joking. And so the only way for all of us together, and that is why personally I am not even a fan of looking for a place I will go and sit down and then trying adjusting my life perpetually to satisfy the boss or whoever is in charge. it is not interesting me. It is not my way. I rather sit down and or in the comfort of my home and be interacting with people globally. Just like today, I was with Kanla. Kanla was preparing for church, and I have come back and on the way to another place. Look at it. While I'm sleeping, Kanla will be doing one or two things that will be generating fun for me. You can imagine you will wake up from your sleep early in the morning, and then you discover some persons has worked for you. You ask the money, and that is what the new factor is talking about. But no matter how juicy the new factor is, there are responsibilities, and that is why the topic is saying you and the boundless opportunities. The opportunity is endless, the opportunity is huge, the opportunity is much, but you cannot tap into them like that without your own responsibility. And one of the responsibility, like we have talked about, understanding, knowledge, personal development, and all other things. So I want to carry us to take us on a journey through our next variable that we are going to look at is character. Character dictates a lot of things, and like one of my favorite book by John Maxwell, he talk about every human being are endowed with some natural qualities that God created them with. But those things, those things, those things does not guarantee your outstanding in life, those natural talents. But there are some other variables that can enhance your those talents that God has built you with, and that is why you see some persons after coming out from different areas, whether academic level and so on and so forth, you discover that give the same persons 10 years after graduation, you will see different persons. Now, I can shock you by telling you a story that recently, around late 2 years ago, we were able to start reconciling our secondary school classes. The entry point, 1991, the exit point, 1997, 1998. And guess what? A lot, some few of my classmates, of my secondary school classmates have not married. You can imagine now, not that they don't want to, not that but the circumstances around them has not permitted them to be able to be responsible in terms of family life. And then you begin to look at some of us, our children are already in tertiary institution or about to 20, about getting to 20, above 15 and all that. That is the life. Now, you are looking at it now. So in some of those things, character contributed to so many of our journey. But I am going to work, like I said, this is just an appetizer to prepare you. So if you are here, I wish you will not miss that a beautiful day. But because it's going to be something that is affecting all of us. If we really want to excel in this new factor of production, we need to deny ourselves a lot of things. What is that you need to deny yourself? Whatever is that thing that will make your character smelling to others, you just need to work on them. And from the very first edition, the part 1, I told all of us categorically that the only thing that is permanent in this life is change. And why is that? Because and that is why they saying that what the learning start at birth and end at what? At death. But those that have shortcomings in characters, they hardly believe that truth, not even fact. It's a truth. Because if you are not, if I in my life, before interfacing with all of you here, if all the people I've been talking with, relating with, interacting with, transacting with, if all of them they are around my locality where I can see, and now chances or privileges has made it that I can now relate with those that I don't know, those that I have not seen, those that are staying in entirely different environment. If I did not work on my character, I will not be able to continue. I will not be able to live with any of you here. And if I did not, I am bound to lose a lot of opportunities from these boundless opportunities. So me as a person, I have a lot to do. And you as a person, you have a lot to do. So everyone have a lot to do for them to be what? For them to be able to tap into these boundless opportunities. And so, the personal effort to aligning yourself to those opportunities, it has to do with what? With an adjustment in your character. You know, character dictates a lot of things. Then we are going to see that time. Or I'm going to tell you what is the attribute, what is the functions, what is the contributions of character to the what, to the upliftment of our natural talent. For your talent to come into play purely and to lead you to your goals and your destiny, what is that thing? What is the function? So all that are what we are going to be seeing face to face. I'm not going to be doing normal presentation again. I'm going to put it on it's going to be on a PowerPoint with diagrams and live, so that we will be seeing pictures, and then so it will broaden our understanding more than the normal oral lectures without, just like Sister Kanla and Sister Yvonne used to do always. They will come down, they will put down, they will show us, and Dr. Benny. So I am going to adopt that going forward, so that we will have a better time and having a picture printed in our mind, and so that we'll know, because these things, as long as you are alive, and some of us here, we are godly people that knows that we were created in the image of God, and our God, with that, we are not the type that socialize age. There are persons that talk so much about age, even at 40, even at 50, they'll be telling you, at my age, at my this, as if they never knew that even the 50 years, you are just arriving at on your mid-age. But whatsoever you emphasize so much on, it will end up adding up to you. So what I'm saying is that people like you and I will still have a long way to go. If someone like Abraham will start his journey, the whole responsibility, his own journey in life at the age of 75. That is the starting point. I have not seen any of you here that can underrate or overlook his or her characters on the ground that you don't have much to do again. You don't have long time to live again. No, nobody. If Moses can start at 80, and then those are all of us here, being children of God and believers, we have multiple years course and decade and a course of years to live more. So whatever it will cost us to look at our character and position it and reposition it to suit these new factors of production, then we just have to do it. And that is a sacrifice. So sorry, I am still trying to taking your time now, but this is just the preamble and trying to set your mind around where we are going during our next this. But then, in conclusion, I want to suggest something to our leaders, at which we are going to look at. I think, like Father's Day, Mother's Day, and anything that has to do with family, I want to suggest that instead of blanking out and leaving the day, the week to go like that, we should be arranging a special program we in that direction, because there are a lot of things that are needed that are going wrong daily in family, and family is the bedrock of the social development. Everything, every other places come from family, and a lot of things are going wrong every day. So because of that, we need to also look at our celebration around that with a powerful gathering here and presentation that will be focused 100% on that family and the roles of father or the role of mother, depending on whom we are celebrating. Thank you very much, Sister Kanla. Before Sister Kanla will start accusing me now, that Pastor Paul, you say you are not presenting today. Now you are taking all the time for presentation. I don't want that to happen because now Dr. Pat is already trying to look at using AI now to look at Sister Kanla now and start telling her that, hey, Pastor Paul has come again. He has started again. I don't want to start. Thank you very much, and God bless
Thank
you.
you, Pastor Paul.
Pastor
Bye-bye.
Dr. Paul, can you leave me alone? Anyway, can you believe this? He called this an appetizer. I'm wondering what the main course and the
I
dessert will
know.
be. Anyway, thank
We
you,
will be
Pastor Paul.
stuffed. We will be
I was
stuffed.
like, this is an appetizer or this is the main course?
I
So,
know it sounds like by the time we get there, we may
yeah,
do the full 7 course.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look, Pastor Paul, if this is the appetizer, I am looking forward to
Yeah,
enjoy the main course
exactly.
and the dessert. Thank you for showing brotherly love. We really appreciate all of you. I'm going to pass it back to Queen Carla, but before, because I don't know how long you have, but I want to say something that my sister Queen Lerato Shadare will always say, the lady with the voice. If anybody hasn't told you today that they love you, or I love
Amen.
you, we want to say that Dream Team loves all of you. Over to you back, Queen Carla. If please, anytime my camera is off, it's just anyway. I don't have to explain that here. I need to blow myself. Okay, over to you.
Wow, Pastor Paul, we love you. You've heard that. You've given us really way more than just the greetings. The greetings you were coming in to greet us. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Pastor Paul. I mean, I think I don't think we need to add anything to that. Let us just wait for the full presentation, Queen Yvonne. So we want to say, Pastor Paul, be safe as you continue the drive. And we want to also add that not only we love you, but we are praying for you and your family, and that the emergency you're handling, everything should go on well. May God's grace and blessings be upon you as you continue for the rest of the day and your family. So go well, be safe. Thank you so much for that sacrifice to jump in and join us. All right. So I think with that, Queen Yvonne, we can open up to the family that is here, to us that are here. I want us to look at what Pastor Paul has shared with us, given us a window into what to expect towards the next presentation. Do we realize that our most recent presentations have been guiding us more towards financial freedom?
Absolutely.
Whether Pastor Paul is talking about factors of production, at the end of the day, it is what are these tools, these resources that we have, that we can be able to make use of them, see them. You need to see them first before you even try to determine that if you can use them or not.
Sure.
And for you to be able to determine whether you can use them or not, you need to learn, you need to be aware, you need to be educated.
Yes.
And then once you get to that level, then that is when you need to figure out, oh, okay, that sounds like me, or that looks like me. Oh, that is me. That is my skill. That is my own lane, right? This is what will work best for me, and this is what I want to do. And that is where Pastor Paul, Dr. John, from last week's presentation, all of this put together. It may sound like we are all over the place.
No.
But we are really like gearing towards that education, that awareness of our financial freedom.
Sure. It's a theme. It's a theme, Queen Kanla. You have to be hands-on and involved. And as you mentioned, this last word now, character and mindset, and taking that as your responsibility. There's a saying that says no one is coming to save you, but that's not the point. The point is you shouldn't really look for that, because as you just said, everybody has different skills and different things that resonates with them. So because there's so much, the word is plethora, there's so much stuff going on out there. Everybody who's interested, who's willing to put the work in, and with leaders, people bringing the information to you, you can pick your own thing. No, there's no need for any competition. There's enough of everything to go around. You just need to decide that this is for me, as you just said, and find out how to do it. And that's what Pastor Paul is now leading us to.
Absolutely.
It's a theme. It's a theme. We are responsible. We are the ones who are in the driver's seat. As believers, we know that God is our source and director, but I'm talking about here on earth as we're doing this. It is our job as adults to pick a lane and go for it. And if that one fails, there's more. Choose another one. Pastor Paul just mentioned age, 75 and 80. There's nobody excluded. If you're alive, you count. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one. And
no one is left out.
Yes. And not only that, but that is what our purpose, God-given purpose is, because we need to find out what it is.
Yep, exactly. Because not everybody has the same purpose. We have a unique one, and it will be given to us as we ask, as we develop those skills and those capacities and those characters. And what does he say? He said we're something about all endowed. Yeah, naturally, with some skills, and then we can build on those. That's what he just said.
Yes.
Right? We came with them, and then we multiply them by what we put into them.
We put into them. And while he talked about the character, I think it goes back to the question you asked. I want to connect that to your mindset is you talk what do you want, or what do I have to do?
Yeah. What does this mean? What does it mean for me? Right?
What does it mean for me?
Yeah.
What does it mean for me? It's me, it's you, it's your character, your discipline, your goal, your own choice of what will work best for you. Dr. John has given us the evolution of banking from old to new, and how we can be able to now impact or change or educate our younger generation or the children to transition while they are equally teaching us.
Yes.
How to get in, how to move into this new change.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nobody's retiring and left out. They might know, the younger generation might have the skill and the adaptability with the technology, if you want to put it like that, but we're going to have lived experience, and we can do critical thinking, and just generally, it's a collaborative effort, right? We're all in the game, if you want to call it. We're all still, as long as you're alive, you have a part to play. I love what Dr. Paul is trying to tell us, that don't retire and throw up your hands and say, this is not for me and I can't do any better. And no, that's not the case. As he said, Moses was 80 when he started his purpose. I mean, really? Come on. Most people are long retired and sitting around not doing anything, right? And Moses is just getting started.
Yes, long retired, and so no, we need if we look around us, there will always be that next new thing. There will always be that new change, and if only we look and we see, then you can be able to identify what is that new thing that you want to do, and then you keep on going forward with that and continue seeking that peace of mind, that freedom, that financial freedom that we all seek, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, that is what we all seek. That is what is common. That is all we agree and we all need as part of our lives. And so,
absolutely,
it's going to be exciting. So, I think, Queen Yvonne, I also wanted to say, open up to us all so that we can share our own perspective, our understanding to all of us present here. What have you taken out of this conversation? Or if you have a question, if you were there last week or if you missed last week from Dr. John's presentation and you're curious and have a question about the presentation, even if we may not be able to answer the question, but guess what? We will pass it on, but this is another opportunity because I believe we are still talking about financial freedom or what we can do, the opportunities, the possibilities. Please let us not sit on the sideline. Let us not wait. We can't emphasize enough that nobody is coming to save you. Queen Yvonne used it. Pastor Paul used it. Our presentations are guiding us. There is so much to do out there. There are so many possibilities. There are so many opportunities. But guess what? It is out there. Do you know them? Are you willing to know them? Are you open-minded to know them? How are you going to rise up? As in Maya Angelou, still arise.
Still arise, yes.
Rise up to what it is that you can do today. Rise up to these possibilities, these opportunities that we have, where our webinars are being tailored to guide us, the weekly education we have. How are you using them? Is it making an impact to you?
Yeah.
Are you connecting with what we are trying to do? And are you able to implement it? Is it transforming your life?
Yeah. Those are really, central questions in Kanla. I don't see them on the chat, but I know that
yes,
many people ask those questions.
So please, you can answer now or tell us your insight into this, because now we have a little bit of time where we can be able to open and talk, and then before we round up.
Are you okay?
Queen, that's what I'm saying. That Pastor Paul gave us a second entree. That was a whole presentation.
A teaser.
Yes, that was a whole
Appetizer.
presentation. Appetizer. That was a whole presentation. So we're waiting for the meat and this. But for all what you have said, Pastor Paul, Sister Yvonne with the mindset, all what we've learned on this platform, everything, and all what we know. The old book, they say, beware of false prophet. When God said beware of false prophet, means some people come and mimic something that you think is truth, but it's not truth. Yeah. Or somewhere in the scripture it says familiar spirit, right? But again, say what? He didn't give us a spirit of timidity, fear. He did not. Because fear can be the number one, what is it?
Obstacle.
That's the word. Or deterrent. For you to grow. Somebody will be like, I'm afraid to speak to public because I don't want to make a mistake. And maybe that speaking public would have led you to your destiny helper, but we're afraid. And fear has been the number one obstacle and deterrent for growth, right? Let's hold ourselves down in shame and in fear. But what? And Dr. Derry did a presentation. I don't know whether it was in Dream Team or Deep Dive. I think he did it in Dream Team as well.
Yeah.
And growing wealth the Lord way.
Oh yes.
I have to find that presentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything in the old book.
It was powerful.
Backed it up with some scripture, everything that he did. Why am I bringing all of these things? There are a lot. Things are changing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Even banking, based on the topic that Dr. John presented, evolution.
Yeah.
We see how communication has changed over the years, right? We see how locomotive changed over the years. We see how community have changed over the years.
Everything is changing.
Everybody, as Riley said, The only constant thing in our life is change.
It's change.
Some of us might be stiff neck. The old book says it as well, and don't want to change.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see when the people are fighting to stay in the coal mines and then they come into clean air because it's healthier, and that means you need skill set. What is going to happen to people's job? Fear. AI is coming, fear, but AI is not going anywhere. It's part of our life now.
It is.
Like this, YouTube will give me what it thinks that I will watch because I've looked at something. AI. So it's not going anywhere.
It's not.
But us, Dream Team, and this community, Deep Dive, and most of our other communities, we ask you to make informed decisions in anything that you're going into. We have done presentations that can even do informed decision in your health. So because again, the old books, my people die because of lack of knowledge. Sorry, finally this year I'm getting allergy.
Yes, it's summer.
But
Oh, bless you. Oh no,
I've never had before. But people die because of lack of knowledge. So please come out of fear, but don't be stupid. Seek for discernment. Then make a decision. Trust and move forward. Queen Kanla, you can let folks go early today, but it's up to you how you want to run it. But as I said, Pastor Paul gave us a mouthful, even there was an appetizer as well. Queen Yvonne said it. He said the Joseph way. I'll go back to that as well. So we're talking about all topics. When Queen Yvonne was talking about the Joseph way, the brothers did not really, I would say Queen Yvonne was twisted. I would say the brothers did not really hurt him as well, but they were jealous.
Yes, they were.
The love of the father, right? But I think they really hated him, they would have killed him. But you had the bigger brother, I don't want to call him here because I don't want to make it too political. That's it. His aim or his plan was that if they put him there, he'll go and take him home, right?
Yes, he was going to save him. Yes.
He was trying to preserve. If you have a loved one, you do everything to preserve the headaches. Unfortunately, they did before he came back where he went, thinking that they'll do what he wanted. So in Joseph pain, he realized what his purpose was. Again, he's the one that rescued his family from his famine, as it says.
Yes.
If we have been lifted or chosen, maybe that's right the word, to be a change factor in our community, to uplift our community and to bring them to financial freedom, one thing I'll say is that we should take away self. What do I mean by that? Let's try not to be too, I don't want to say it and it comes out the wrong way, but I think you know what I mean. You know how we all started, the excitement of live humanity. For me, I have a charity, which my aim is what? To make sure that the underprivileged, underserved, orphans, needy are taken care of, right?
Yes.
And I have not worked with a lot of people or a lot of other local charity organizations that want to partner with us. Why? Because we realized that they were using that to enrich themselves. I think that's what I was trying to get at. And that's not charity for me.
No, it's not.
Especially in you can call it what? South. What is the right way to call us?
Global South.
Global South. You see, especially Global South, when people hear of non-governmental organization, what we call NGOs, right?
Yes.
People are jumping there because they're going to enrich themselves.
A quick buck.
When people donate, at least 5% or less might go to the cost. The rest they use it for themselves.
I know, it's disgraceful. Yes.
So I have had a lot of challenges to work with people because their values doesn't match mine when it comes to charitable work. because I believe that if I want to go to any charitable work, I should have a source of income to take care of me, so that what is coming in for the charity is used for the charity.
Absolutely.
And that has been my challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I don't like to be all about self, and I don't like people that want to do charitable work comes there and make it about self.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we are heading to financial freedom, all the lessons that we're learning here, trying to have financial freedom so that we can, that's what I'm thinking, that we're driving at, right? And actually go there and do what our heart desires, taking care of our community. Let's try not to bring self in it. Because I know all of us here, we've been for a long time. I know our heart desire. I know Dr. Derek wants to do something in Jamaica. I know big, right? But if I want to do that type of big stuff he wants to do in Jamaica, and he's trying to look at all what he has to, okay, I have to take from the very pocket something to take care of myself first. If I do it, it will not work, right? So what did he do? What did most of us do? We had a vehicle, had a bucket. Unfortunately, things did not work the way we want for that purpose.
Yes.
So that we find another bucket for us to take care of ourselves. Because if you're not healthy, you're not okay, cannot do it. We do not want to find ourselves in this situation that we are using the same bucket that external people, don't get me wrong, I want to say that, but if it's your paycheck, for example, and you're trying to use a share, that's different. I'm talking about you in an organization for work for charity, external people are saying, okay, I want to work with you. And you're first of all feeling your tongue. That for me wasn't the right way. And that's where I had a lot of conflict with that. And that's why I'm striving and looking for financial freedom for myself, so that I can really truly engage in. I've not gone out and start asking for donation for anybody for my charity organization, because I don't want it to come in. I don't want to be in a situation that I'll have to use some of that money for myself. I don't want to. So that's why I've been doing it. We've just been doing it. Okay, I have a sister that I work with from our paycheck at the moment, because we want to seek for financial freedom, true financial freedom for ourselves. So when we go out there, any penny that's donated for us should be for that charity organization. And even from the one that is coming from our pocket, we're trying to work with local people, and they want to take some of it and put it for themselves. And we're trying to get them that nobody gave us money. This is not coming from any government. This is not, and they're not getting it. So, you can't work with us. Don't have the same values. Let's not be selfish. While we're seeking for financial freedom, let's not go to bed with our stomach full and our brothers or sisters go to bed with their stomach empty. Rather go half full so they can have half full, and everybody at least have something. So that's my 2 cents. But financial freedom, things are changing the way I think Pastor said it. Paul said it. I was waiting for I wasn't paying a lot of attention because she said he was going to just give us and he ended up giving us a handful, right? But what I heard is that these vehicles are changing in a way that if we don't keep abreast, we'll be left out. I don't know if anybody heard the news that an AI agent register a company. Everything is legal and is operating over 20 countries. However, there's no human contact. So let's think about that.
I know.
Let's think about that. Let's think about that. What do you think? Let me not take over your shows, but there's a lot going on. A lot is going on. We just have to be abreast on it. Let's be like my sister, Mama Edith. At age is just a number, right? She's trying to be abreast.
It's attitude, right? It's attitude.
Yes,
It is attitude.
She's trying to be abreast with things. I'm ashamed sometimes when I'm speaking with her. She's way ahead of me, and I'm like, still trying not to be in that well. But let's not be afraid. Let's take gradually. We're here to learn from each other.
We are.
If I think that Queen Nancy, Queen Lily, Priscilla, Queen Jen, Queen Janet, Queen Judith, I think Queen Nadutu was here.
Yes,
have
she
that
was.
knowledge. Reach out to them. I think that's the whole idea in this family. How about you, Queen Kanla? I'll stop.
Thank you, Sister Pat. Well said.
Thank you, Queen Sister Pat. Yes, I agree. Well said. If we do not have any other questions or contributions from all of us present here, then we can go ahead and round up for the day. Do we have any messages, chats?
I don't see anything in there, sister. No, nothing in there, sister. I mean, they tell, they were great, appreciated my talk, but no questions.
Okay.
All right. So maybe Queen Kanla can just help you come in here and just say thank you all for coming today. And as we know, we have a lot of sister platform. I already talked about our Queen, Miriam Edward Clark, and Dr. D from Roncolagme. I don't want to make a mistake. She wrote a book. I think I put the link. Did I? On the chat.
Yes. Not here, not on the webinar, but on the leaders chat.
Okay. So can somebody grab it and drop it on the webinar? Anybody
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. I can do
so
that.
Please, if you want to empower your mind, grab it. Okay. I think most of the things that we're talking is one of the way that she wrote. And then also join her on Monday with her darling husband. They've become a duo on that channel now. Mindset Monday. A lot of different topics. Sometimes join on YouTube. Dr. D, sorry if I don't come to the meetings link. Things just during the week is just hard for me. I have two of my parents here, I take care of them. And join Deep Dive Globally Changing Life on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A lot of variety of topics. There's no reason for you not to learn if you can. And check if our sisters in Singapore, if they are running a meeting, they come in some days they're off. Just check with anybody that's connected with them. If that is the case, it will be more on Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we are back here on Sunday, 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time. As I said in the beginning of the meeting, this week, on Mondays, we're going to, on Sunday, June 21st, we are going to not have any webinars. We want to tell all of our father figures, some mothers that are putting their hand. Please, happy Father's Day. Have a blessed time. Spend some time with the children that you bless. Some time with them. It's very important because we're seeing when we talk about mindset. I hear you, Pastor Paul, but why we decided to start doing this? We're going into this mindset. We have different generations. The Gen Zs and the Alpha generations are not like the baby boomers or the Gen. Is it Y or what? Which generation was the X? I don't know. Which is some of us. We were molded differently. They are molded differently. Some of them are feeling like their parents don't care. They're sitting in the meeting all day, talk. So we have heard that and we're trying to respect that. So spend some time with them next week. And we'll be back here on June 28th. Queen Kanla, if I have the date wrong, please let me know. And we're going to finish our part. Is it part 3 of our topic with Queen Liz? So we'll see you there. So have a blessed week. And please, if there's any June birthday that we've missed, because of all what is happening, sorry we're not been celebrating you, the Dream Team side, but we still appreciate all of you. Happy birthday for all people that were birthed in June. I see Queen Kanla have dropped the link in Amazon to go to Queen Miriam's book if you would like to. And the Kindle, you can see the Kindle once you go there. Please stay blessed, stay safe. Summer is a month of a lot of celebration, graduations, especially children going to college, people graduating college, children moving from one level to another. If you have family members that are progressing, please join them and celebrate with them if you could. And I think I'll just say it ahead of time. We'll take the 4th of July off because it's a big day in the US. And also, I'm celebrating my twin girls from graduating from college. So
Oh,
congratulations to
congratulations.
them
Nice.
for doing an excellent job. So without further to do, I'm going to hand you over back to Queen Kanla and we say, and maybe before I really want us, Queen Kanla, when you wrap it, Dr. D, maybe if you stop YouTube, we can play the song that I was talking about. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
really feel like we need to take that home with us. So Queen Kanla wrap up, and then Dr. D can. I think it's been a lot. Yvonne has said a lot to bring her back to say, give us a closing. Through the discussion, there's a lot.
I think we are done. We've said it all. We've
We
said
said
it
so
all.
much.
If,
Yes, yes.
We are ready for the song.
okay, when
Absolutely.
Queen Derek, I'll check as well on my YouTube. It's not Queen, sorry, Dr. D, my king brother, my brother in love. If you can stop the YouTube, then we can play that. Try a little kindness just to take something home with us. Thank you.